Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about 5 of the most underrated basketball shoes right now. 5 excellent performers that also don't break the bank. We're not going to talk about the expensive ones or some of the more popular models that you might see a lot of others rocking on the court already. The Nike signature shoes, Harden's, some wave weight shoes have become very popular. I see some wave weight 10s all cities all the time in the gyms around me. The 808 series too, which definitely deserves the love given how well they perform. I got one shoe from the brand on this list actually, but this time I'm not gonna go too random. Last time around I did Decathlon and one big baller brand. Those are more like unheard of. These are great, plus they should be readily available, meaning that they're not too hard to find. We'll focus on the price range between 100 to 120 bucks-ish, before any discount that is. Anyways, if you happen to enjoy this video, please do me a favor by dropping a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Just check one more time for me, please. I will greatly appreciate it. Feel free to share some of the most underrated hoop shoes that you absolutely loved, but you think others may have slept on them. Let us know at any time in the comment section. As an honorable mention, I guess, I wanted to bring up 2 budget shoes from Puma that I've genuinely enjoyed playing in. The Puma Dagger and Court Pro. Both of them only retail for 80 bucks. The Court Pro might be 70 bucks. I found them at dirt cheap. Some great deals from Famous Footwear and the Puma outlet. Did not find a major problem while using them. Mid-top, standard EVA midsoles. It's their Pro foam. No squeak from the outsole, but grip was decent. They both offer a relatively soft and cozy wrap around your feet, compared to some other shoes at this price point with like super cheap and flimsy materials. Court Pro especially, the nubuck upper on this black colorway is really smooth and it conforms to my movements very well. So honestly, if you can find a good price for any of these two, let's aim for half price. I would say just pull the trigger. Good for outdoors too, by the way, these two. Okay, starting off with the budget-friendly shoe. It's actually a takedown model from the Steph Curry signature line. So nice, and that is the Curry Splash 25. Price is exactly 100 bucks. You can find these on the Under Armour site or Foot Locker. Some of your local retailers might have them. Later down the road, they'll probably go on sale. This shoe hits all the sweet spots. First of all, it is very waifu friendly. You get a nice and spacious fit in both the toe box and midfoot area. Stretchy and breathable material that causes no pinching. A very smooth ride. Micro G is more like their old school setup, but the cushion, responsiveness, impact protection, those are all sufficient. Traction is solid, also zero squeak, but it gets the job done for sure. The previous version is basically the same, Curry Splash 24, same outsole and traction pattern, same midsole, slightly different material used, so either version will work. Look, for his shoes, I know we usually think about the main Currys, Curry 11, Curry 12, but the Curry Splash series, man, they're comfy and suitable for almost everybody. Next up, in my opinion, the most underrated basketball shoe at the moment from all brands, and this is the Peak Taichi Supreme. Peak has been around the game for a long time. Recently though, they started doing some nasty stuff. Take this model here for example, very Kobe-like. A mashup between the Kobe AD NXT 360 and the Converse BB Evo, basically. They're teasing us with these colorways too. Grinch, well they call it bamboo green, but Jordan's signature shimmy, right? I mean, I've been eyeing on it for a while. I just had to get it. And for those wondering, it does come with the extra red laces. Sorry, enough for the judging a book by its cover part, man. This traction is insane. Extremely grippy, super loud and squeaky. You'll have absolutely no problems on a dusty court. So that's checked off. It is a drop-in midsole setup. Instead of a crazy soft midsole, you get some long-lasting comfort. It's like getting a firm but thick mattress. There are benefits associated with it. Very light, very breathable of course. More ideal for guards than for bigs, I think. So maybe that's something to keep in mind. They do have a pretty wide base. And I'll say this every time. When it comes to Peak, go a full size down because their sizing measurements are way off. For a smaller name, not so well-known shoe, it's not impossible to find. I'll leave you a link to kickzone.com and they have most of the colorways. 135, give or take, not bad. Alright, remember I mentioned that I have a wave shoe on here. This one came out recently and it is packed with value. $119, the D-Lo 1. D'Angelo Russell signature shoe. I think the canvas colorway may have caught some attention among us. In general, the butterfly concept in the design language makes it visually appealing and smoothly carved out in reality. The biggest reason why I think it's underrated is the setup relative to its price. This shoe is $30 cheaper than the All Cities, $40 cheaper than the 808s, $100 cheaper than the Waveway 10 and 11 on their official site. I bet a lot of us were not expecting full lens boom, tough RB. In human language, that means 1, it's good for outdoor use. 2, you get a nice feedback when you press down on the midsole. Not a brick, not too hard or clunky. In fact, it's quite soft and really comfortable if you emphasize core feel. Nice curve shape, a seamless transition when you're rolling your feet around against the floor. Torsional support could have been better. You can bend it pretty easily, but otherwise all good. If you have the All Cities and like them, you'll love the D-Lo 1 too, but you might not need it because they're similar. If you don't have the All Cities, these are a fantastic alternative. Instead of a hard outer shell that cages the midsole, they use the foam carrier. That's pretty much the main difference. Another very underrated shoe this year, much improved from its previous version, to me is complete day and night. And that is the Adizero Select 3.0 from Adidas. 2.0, meh. This model, bouncier, way better cushion, safer landing, stronger and more consistent grip, still lightweight and minimal. Downside is that the upper could have been too thin. There's no padding whatsoever on the interior. But if you want to go fast, this shoe almost pushes you to keep sprinting and stay on your toes. Let's put it this way. When we think about Adidas basketball shoes, we think about the Hardens, Dames, AE1 and AE1 Low, heavy but stable and tanky. Each of those signature shoes have a unique design. This is not so Adidas-like, but that's also where the advantage is. Compared to the Down Issue 6, these two are similar. This is softer and more comfortable, both underneath and around your feet. Not as stiff and doesn't take as much time to break it. So don't sleep on these guys. The Jalen Green shoe, technically. Jalen Green might have slept through the playoffs himself and woke up in Phoenix, but we won't miss out on this year's Adizero Select. Last but not least, I gotta bring up the Team Joker. This is the cheapest model from the Nikola Jokic signature line with 361 degrees. This brand has also come a long way in terms of their technology use, quality, and design. Here with the Team Joker, think about an Adidas basketball shoe with boost. The foam absorbs impact well. It's not too heavily caged, even though it has that big TPU piece at the back with the Joker logo on it. That didn't make the shoe too stiff, is what I'm talking about. Roomy in the toe box, not too tight in the middle. Traction is excellent at the same time, using a traditional rubber outsole. Nice quality material, very rare coming from 361, so we'll take it. $110, pretty delicious. It's just an underrated but safe choice that you can't really go wrong with. So those are my picks for the most underrated basketball shoes right now. These 5, if you were to pick any of them as your main rotation shoe, I think they'll be totally fine. Peak Taichi Supreme, that's my top recommendation here. You can make yourself look different on the court. The traction and core feel will shock you. Just avoid it if you like a loaded or elevated midsole. D-Lo 1, Curry Splash, Team Joker, these are all great value picks based on my experience. They can be the Derek White in your hoop shoe rotation. Adizero Select 3.0, just a fun and unique shoe. Adidas made some super dope colorways and collabs on it too. Yeah, tell us some of your picks for the most underrated basketball shoes that you have, your secret weapons, or the stuff that you use to flash at others on the court, trying to be gay. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next one.